Good morning, guys, and happy Friday. Wanted to jump on really quick today and go over some questions I've been getting. So, one of the things I've been loving about doing these videos is that people have been sending me in a bunch of questions, and I'm thinking maybe I should start doing these on Fridays. I'll do a little an FAQ Friday for you guys, and if it's something that you find valuable, just send me in your questions. I can't say that I know a lot about everything. I think I know, I don't know everything, but I might know a little bit about certain things. So if there's any way that I can help you with something. But today I had a question about being a role model. So one of my friends and coaches asked, do you see yourself as a role model to other women? And when they tell you that you've encouraged them to keep going. So I think that's actually a twofold question, because to me, I think that can go either way. Yes, I think I'm a role model in a sense that I'm modeling what I'm doing in hopes that other women see what's possible for themselves. So that it can be easier, whatever it is happening in their lives, that it can be easier, and much of what's holding them back is mindset. So I like to focus more on that for a lot of people, because I think that that's one of the things that most people don't know, that's like the foundation of everything else. So let's talk about what that looks like in the first place. So I think in the first place, being a role model is just practicing what you're preaching. For me, that's like what I ask others to do, or what I help others to do, is just staying fit and healthy, working out and eating clean, respecting my body, following the 80-20 rule. So I talk a lot about how we want to, yes, we might be eating clean 80% of the time, but then 20% of the time we want to have whatever it is that we want to have. Or same thing with resting and recovering, which I talked about yesterday. You can't be like 100% all of the time, because that's not realistic, right? An important thing that I like to role model is doing my personal development, because I think that that's, again, the foundation of everything else. If your mindset isn't right, it's easy to give up on things along the way, and it's easy to then attract kind of more negativity in your life. So kind of keeping a really strong mindset is important. And being a certain way in my life. So for instance, if I'm trying to model to others how to be confident, right? I have to do the same, right? So like whatever that means. So right now, like I'm going to be making a huge announcement later today about a really awesome opportunity. So if I'm going to be talking about confidence, and I'm going to say like, well, I'm asking other people to step outside of their comfort zone, then I better be doing the same thing for myself, right? And it always looks different for different people. So maybe for some people, it's like the biggest deal. For me, just doing these videos has been a complete discomfort to me. So, I hope that I'm modeling that in a sense of being a role model. And the other thing is that like my passion is what I think becomes infectious. And I hope that that's what people see, the integrity of my own values and beliefs behind everything that I do. So there goes the one approach of like, yes, I'm modeling the behavior that I want others to follow. And I hope that they, yes, get encouraged in some way to do those things. But on the other hand, it's really not only about me being a role model that I think encourages the people in my community to keep moving forward. I think it's them and their own actions, and I can't take credit for that. So I kind of think of myself as a pointer to be quite honest, half the time. So I just think like I'm pointing people to resources that I think will benefit them because they've benefited me. And yes, maybe like I'll spend some time trying to make it easier for them to understand and follow, or if I can teach it in a different way that makes it easier for them to adapt into their lives, then like I hope, yes, that like helps them in some way adapt to these things and make healthy changes in their lives. But it's really ultimately that it's the person who takes ownership. It's not me being just a role model that I think encourages people to keep moving forward. I got a quick message. I was working with a friend and client who's been beta testing something for me. Rachel, I don't know if you're going to see this at some point, but we were going back and forth in email. I got some awesome testimonials and some feedback from her from something that is coming up that she's been testing for me. Hint. But when we were kind of like chatting through email, she said something to me that made me remind me of this exact question. And she said, "You've inspired me to be more focused on my health and given me great tips along the way." So again, if you think about that, it's exactly what I just answered. Like, yes, it can be inspiring to just be doing something yourself, right? Like I'm not doing anything else but just doing it for myself. And then in the same sense, I'm sharing my tips along the way. I'm sharing whatever it is that I'm doing along the way. So I think that completely dissected exactly my feelings about this subject and about how it's really a twofold thing that I can lead. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force them to drink it. So I can lead people all day and try to inspire and encourage them to do amazing things, but ultimately it's up to them to, do whatever it is that they need to do in order to keep moving forward. So guys, I hope that this has been helpful for you today. It's a quick video. I have to run out to go teach a class, and have a great weekend and a great Friday, guys. Bye.